shoot. Hold on.
Peter Mulvey going back some 5 years.
Left my
WND
earbuds at home. So let's go shotgun. For Mother's Day weekend. I know I did, even though I worked. But it was truly a great weekend. It's unfortunate that, even on Mother's Day, even in the evening, that one day a year that mothers are recognized, even though they should be recognized every day, okay, that it turned into a group show from, of course, I don't even need to say the name anymore, and it's unfortunate. I watched a little bit of replay today, actually. Saturday, I don't even know what day that was. Saturday I was at the ballet. On Sunday, I worked. And long, many hours. So, I was thinking, I could have cut it out with the nose. I can remember what I learned in Toastmasters a long time ago. I used to go to Toastmasters in Florida with my uncle who lived there. And anyway, this has just gotten to the point where it is truly ridiculous. And it became ridiculous a long time ago. This will never stop as long as behaviors continue. And I'm talking about the bullying and the back and forth. He said, she said. And it's, my life outside of YouTube is very different than the life inside of YouTube. Okay? And Molly had a good point, Marissa, and I hope she has a safe flight to Milan. How wonderful for her to have the opportunity to go there. So it is entertainment when you boil it all down. What goes on inside of YouTube is taken way too seriously, way too over the top, where to the point it is unhealthy. I don't like to say it's not real life because it is, to the sense where you're dealing with people's emotions and words do hurt. But you also do not have to participate in this chaos. You don't have to watch the videos on either side. What you don't know will not hurt you. It will not affect you out of YouTube unless you allow it to. Or, of course, if you've got the dingleberries who like to call cops and CPS. But that is very, very rare. But if you remove yourself from the actual putting yourself out there, arguing, commenting, going up on these atrocious, out-of-control panels where people are subject to listen to words, the C word, the F-bomb, and now the other C word, suck my C-L-I-T. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. As women, what this kind of behavior does, it doesn't empower us. It dismantles women on a whole. It truly does. And I've talked about this before, and I'm not going to discuss it again as far as how women should empower each other. You don't have to like each other. You don't have to love each other. But my God, think of the generations coming up behind us as women, our children, our grandchildren, our grandchildren's children. Okay? We need to set the example. We need to leave the footprint that we want our children and their children to follow in. And this is not the way. I get it, the internet, it doesn't seem tangible, right? It doesn't seem like this could affect people, but it does, in the sense if your family goes on it and sees this kind of behavior, your children, for example, this is impressionable to especially children. And children do grow up, okay? They do grow up. They do get to the age where they have the right to go on social media, and they will see you up there. And how do you want to leave your thumbprint or footprint or any print of your legacy behind? Now, you can delete these videos, but I guarantee you people make copies. And as fast as you put them up and as fast as you take them down, there will always be somebody to record it and post it. Well, you will have no control over taking your videos down. So I want you to keep that in mind. I am not perfect. I do try hard when I address these situations not to spew out hate or bully others. And if I have in the past, I do apologize. But I go in there being mindful of others and being careful how I choose my words. I don't like to label people. I don't like to call them the C word. I don't like to use the F-bomb. I genuinely care about everybody, but there comes a time when you have to step up, stand up, and shout out. And it's, when you to be quiet and not say anything with this type of behavior going on is just oppressing women. It is not empowering us as women, okay? And if I choose not to go up on a panel, I hear Pink doesn't have the courage to do it. She's not strong. No, I have the integrity not to put myself up there in such a shit show. That's what it's all about. And what do I want to leave for my children? Do I want my thumbprint out there on Adventure Unknown, which was totally pathetic, unmanageable. People were taught, it wasn't a peace treaty. It was a circus. And the circus left town for good a long time ago. So the residual effects of monkeys and elephants without a lion tamer, without, anyone there controlling the circus is still out there. And it's time to stop. Bullying is not just for children. There are more adults than there are children. If you look this up, there are more adults than children that bully. Now, if you go into Google and look up adults bullying, it's really sad that you don't find much information. All you find is work bullying, or it will default to bullying by children. So we need to take it upon ourselves as women to speak up and speak out against bullying. We need to reach out to people like AdSense, the people who use their commercials with our content, and let them be aware of what is going on when they show their commercial and this is what's represented behind their name. Okay, there are steps to go through that you can do this. It starts with one person, and then it grows and it grows, and there is power in numbers. And this is not to be hateful, but this is very wrong. It has to stop, period. And I am in a military veterans parking spot and didn't even see this. I will move. What else is there? Pregnant? Am I pregnant? I don't think so. I could be, because, over the weekend, Saturday after never mind. So anyway, do you get what I'm saying, everybody? All right, so, I don't know. It's just, we have our own lives, and what I find is there's a lot of excuses, like, if this one is being, yelled at or whatever online, it's always, well, she's going through a lot in her life. Well, guess what? Newsflash. We all are going through something in our life. All of us. All of us. We are not immune. We are not immune from not being affected by something going on in our life outside of YouTube. So to keep hearing that excuse over and over, like, let's back up this person because poor so-and-so, she's going through so much in her life. We all are. We are no different than each other. We all bleed red. We all are going through something. Some of us are dealing with an illness, whether that be an acute illness or a chronic illness. Some of us have family members that you or we are caregivers for. Okay, some of us financially, maybe looking at homelessness, okay, or working 2 or 3 jobs to pay their bills. Some of us have children who may be very sick, who may be challenged, and 24 hours a day, 100% of that person's time is sacrificed and given with love to their child or children. Okay, so we all have something that's going on in our lives. So let's be mindful of that and stop making excuses to why we choose particular sides or we choose particular people to defend, because they're going through so much. And this is not fair. It's not fair for anybody to go through this, regardless if someone is living a utopia lifestyle and has no problems, but that doesn't exist. But hypothetically, if that were the case, nobody deserves to go through this period. People are creating their own narratives, and and based on what somebody says, 100 people run with it. Based on what someone says, and there's never any facts out there. So I guarantee you, if you shut off your computer or your cell phone or deactivate or just delete your app temporarily, I promise you, your life will be okay. You will be okay. In fact, you will feel better. Okay? I think the biggest problem is people love a train wreck, okay, and they're going to go to this. It's like it's worse than a soap opera. It's worse than a soap opera. And I think if you discipline yourself to say, you know what, let me give myself even a couple of days just to stay off of YouTube. And if it's hard for you, have someone in your family or a trusted friend delete the YouTube app, and it'll be okay. You'll get it back, and you'll get your channel back. Everything will come back. You won't lose anything. Just take the app off your cell phone or off your laptop or your desktop. I promise you it will be okay. Everything will be there, and I'm sure that the crap show will still be there. But I want you to try that and think about, how you're feeling without going into them, how you're utilizing your time. I guarantee you it will be a positive experience for you, okay? So I've got to get out of this parking spot because I'm holding it up for someone at some point. All right, so I want you to all be well. Aloha. Thank you for everyone who saw my videos of Hawaii. There's more to come. Thumbs down. I don't know why. One was a Mother's Day video to all the mothers, and yet there were several thumbs down. But, that's just how people roll. Envy is a really horrible thing to have. A lot of people can't be happy for if someone goes on a vacation or if somebody makes more money than they do. It's just really unfortunate for them, not for me, or not for others who post beautiful videos in tribute to all mothers around the world. Okay? So be well. Happy aloha. Happy Monday. The weather's horrible, but there's always something to find that we can be grateful for in each day. Okay? And even, if it's hard for you, even just get a piece of paper, okay, and write down, even if it's I'm grateful that I had food this morning. That is gratitude. That is gratitude. Okay? So be well, and I'll talk to you guys later. Aloha.